Hello, hello, it's Agnes. Good morning. Good morning here anyway. I'm going to read a fantastic success story from one of the viewers, Natasha. And this is her story. Here is my lovely and most cherished manifesting story. In February 2016, my mother suddenly died at an early age. She didn't take good care of herself. She had lived almost her whole life in debt and couldn't get out. Because of that, I paid every month for funeral insurance. I paid that from 2007. The year she almost died in the hospital. That year she almost died in the hospital, and at the time I found out that she didn't even have insurance. So I took care of this thing from here. I'm really glad I did this because now we have enough money to give her an honourable funeral, which was everything that she wanted. I wished her red flowers, a place nearby, a lake to rest, and her favourite Elvis songs to play. That was what she loved in life. Everything I wished for her came true because the only thing I was feeling was so much love for her. I'd rather had given her these wealth while she was still alive, but I couldn't help her, so this was the least thing I could do for her. This is something I have to tell you first, so you understand the rest of the story. In June 2016, I ordered a gravestone for her memorial place. This stone wasn't available here in Holland. The company had to make it in Indonesia. Making a gravestone takes about 3 months before it's ready. So I was calculating that if it were 3 months later, it would be around my birthday. My birthday is the 16th of September. I told my sister that it would be the nicest and most valuable present to have for my birthday. After 3 months, one day before my birthday, I called the company to ask them if they knew more about placing the gravestone. The man I had on the phone couldn't tell me much more and told me that I would get a call tomorrow morning from his colleague who knows more about my mum's gravestone. The next day on my birthday, the man called me back and told me that the stone had arrived. He also told me that they were going to place it within a few days. He said, I will call you when we are going to place it. I was really happy. It wasn't on my birthday, but I could live with the fact that it was almost near. So I thanked the man on the phone and hung up. A few minutes later, I got a call from the same man. He said, I am really sorry to disturb you. I had made a mistake. My men came back from the cemetery with the blueprint of your mother's grave. They placed your mother's gravestone just an hour ago. When I heard that, I was really, really happy and felt so much love. It was placed on my birthday. After that, I called my best friend to ask her to visit me to eat my birthday cake so I could tell her my special story. I told her my story, and in the meanwhile, she gave me my birthday present. I took my gift out of the paper and saw that my friend gave me a beautiful white dream catcher. My mum had here her bedroom full of this stuff. On the paper stood made in Indonesia, the same country where my mum's gravestone was made. My friend didn't know that. For me, it was a sign that my mum told me to catch my dreams. After manifesting this big dream, I now know that everything is possible, but only with the power of love. I am really grateful for this experience and love my mum very much. Thank you, Natasha. Natasha in Holland. You wrote in English really well. You said it's been a while since you wrote in English, but yeah, it was mostly fine. You know what? It's the vibe of the story, not the spelling, that I'm interested in. So, yes, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. I love hearing a good story, and I think it's good to get lots of variety on different subjects too, because this stuff can be applied to anything. Law of attraction, law of projection, manifesting, it's all applicable to every part of your life. Lots of love to you, Natasha, and thank you so much for sending that in.